Hi friends, welcome to Government Exam Web. Today's video is an introduction to Sankhya philosophy. So in this video, I'll give you an overview, a simple idea of what Sankhya philosophy is. And this is not the entire Sankhya philosophy that I'll be discussing. In fact, I'll upload two videos. In the second video, I'll explain you about Prakrti and Purusa, and in this one there will be an overview of what Sankhya philosophy is. So some facts about Sankhya philosophy. It is one of the oldest systems of Indian philosophy. The Sankhya doctrines are referred in Chandogya, Prashna, Katha and Shwetashatra Upanishad. The doctrines of the Sankhya philosophy have also been referred in the epics like Mahabharata and the Gita. When the Sankhya is refuted on rational grounds, it is known as Tarkapad. Shankaracharya has regarded Sankhya as the main opponent of Vedanta and he calls it Pradhan Malla. Sankhya advocates dualism and thus it cannot be supported by Shruti. So, Sankhya advocates spiritualistic pluralism and atheistic realism. The founder of the school is Kapila. Some of the important texts that are related to Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya-pravachan-sutra, written by Kapila. Ishvara-Krsna, also written by Kapila, is one of the earliest available works of the system. Sankhya-Karika Bhashya, written by Gaudapad. Tattva Kaumudi, which was written by Vachaspati Misra. And then we have Sankhya-Pravachan-Bhasya, which was written by Vigyan Bhikshu. Sankhya refers to right knowledge and number. One can also say that this is the literal meaning of the word Sankhya. Sankhya is number in Sanskrit. Right knowledge is separation of Purusa and Prakrti. Theory of causation. The doctrine of Prakrti is based on the Sankhya theory of causation. The basic question of causation is, does the effect pre-exist in its material cause? The answer to these questions lie in a positive and a negative response. The ones who answer it positively are the SATKARYAVADINs, and the ones who answer it negatively are known as the ASATKARYAVADINs. These are the two standpoints of theory of causation, ASATKARYAVAD and SATKARYAVAD. Let's take a look at a simple comparison between the two standpoints of causation. Nyaya Vaisheshik, Hinaya Buddhism and materialism, which is Charvak school of Indian philosophy, are known as the ASATKARYAVADINs. Sankhya, Yoga, and Ramanuj Vedant, they are known as the SATKARYAVADINs. SATKARYAVAD is a belief that effect is not a new creation but only an explicit manifestation of that which was implicitly contained in the material cause. SATKARYAVAD is basically making what is implicit explicit. It is the effect, a real transformation or an unreal appearance of its cause. According to SATKARYAVAD, the effect is the real transformation of its cause. It is also known as Prakrti Parinamvad. According to the theory, there is neither any production or utter destruction. Sankhya believes that all material effects are modification or parinam of Prakriti. There is neither any production or utter destruction according to this theory. Production means abhirbhav or the development or manifestation. Destruction means tirobhav, envelopment or dissolution. Production is evolution and destruction is involution. The Sankhya theory of Indian philosophy has given 5 arguments in favor of Satkaryavad. The first is Asat Karanat. Asat Karanat is the idea that if the effect does not pre-exist in its cause. Upadgrinat. This is the second argument in favor of Satkaryavad. This means that the effect is only a manifestation of its material cause. Sarvasambhavavad. This means that effect is implicit in material. The another proof for Satkaryavad according to Sankhya philosophy is Shaktasya Shakya Karanat, that is the efficient cause. And then Karana Bhavat, that is effect is the essence of material cause and identical with it. Prakriti is the theory that causation means a real transformation of the material cause. It leads to the concept of Prakriti as the root cause of the world of the objects. Prakriti is the uncaused root cause. So, it is known as Pradhan, Avyakt, Anuman, Shakti, Jad and Rajas. Let us understand one by one what are these 5 aspects of Prakriti. Pradhan is the first principle of the universe. So Prakriti being Pradhan is the first principle of the universe. When Prakriti is Avyakt, it is the unmanifested state of all objects. Prakriti as Anuman is that which is extremely subtle and imperceptible thing which is only inferred from its products. So when you say that Prakriti is Shakti, it is the ever active unlimited power. And when Prakriti is Jad, it is the unintelligent and unconscious principle. Rajas is motion. So when Prakriti is Rajas, Prakriti is always in motion. There are 3 kinds of gunas: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva is pleasure, Rajas is pain and Tamas is indifference. It is also to be understood that Sattva is the real or existent and is responsible for the manifestation of objects in consciousness. Goodness produces pleasure, light, bright, buoyant and illuminating. Its color is white. So each of these gunas is associated with a color. Sattva is associated with white color. Rajas is the fullness, principle of motion. It produces pain, restless, feverish effort. It is mobile, or you can say chal. Its color is red. Tamas is darkness, principle of inertia, apathy, indifference, ignorance, sloth, confusion, passivity and negativity. Heavy enveloping color is dark. Tamas has Tamas does not have a particular color associated with it, but it is referred as the dark color. So it is darkness. Prakriti is the unity of all these three gunas, which are held in equilibrium, known as Gunanam Samvaya Vashtha. Purusha. It is co-present and co-eternal entity in Sankhya. This is the another co-present and co-eternal entity in Sankhya. It is the principle of pure consciousness. It is the soul, the self, the spirit, the subject, the knower. It is not a substance which possesses the quality of consciousness. Consciousness is its essence. So the Purusha is beyond time, it is beyond space and beyond change and activity. Let us look at some proofs for the existence of Purusha. Sanghat Parararthvat. This means that all compound objects exist for the sake of Purusha. The body, the senses, the mind and the intellect are all means to realize the end of the Purusha. The three gunas, the Prakriti, the subtle body, they are all said to serve the purpose of the self. Evolution is teleological or purposive. Prakriti evolves itself in order to serve the Purusha's end. This proof is teleological. Triguna Diviparyayat. The second proof for the existence of Purusha says that all objects are composed of the three gunas and therefore logically presuppose the existence of the Purusha, who is the witness of these guns and is himself beyond them. The three guns imply the conception of a Nistraya gun, that which is beyond them. This proof is logical. So the first proof for the existence of Purusha is teleological proof. The second proof is the logical proof. The third proof is Adhishtanat. This says that there must be a transcendental synthetic unity of pure consciousness in order to coordinate all experiences. So all knowledge necessarily presupposes the existence of the self. The self is the foundation, the fundamental postulate of all empirical knowledge. All affirmations and all negations equally presuppose it. Without it, the experience would not become experience. The third proof, this is known as ontological proof. The fourth proof for the existence of Purusha is Bhoktri Bhavat. This argument is ethical. The non-intelligent Prakriti cannot experience its products, so there must be an intelligent principle to experience the worldly products of Prakriti. Prakriti is the enjoyed or the bhogya, and so there must be an enjoyer, that is the bhokta. So this says that there must be a bhogya and a bhokta. All objects of the world have the characteristics of producing pleasure, pain and bewilderment. But pleasure, pain and bewilderment have meaning only when there is a conscious principle to experience them. Hence Purusha must exist. So like I said, that this argument is the ethical argument. The fourth proof of the existence of Purusha is the mystical or religious proof. This is called the Kaivalyartham Pravritti. According to this proof, there are persons who try to attain release from the sufferings of the world. The desire for liberation and emancipation implies the existence of a person who can strive for and obtain liberation. Aspiration presupposes the aspirant. So these are the 5 proofs for the existence of Purusha. The first is the teleological proof, second is the logical, third is ontological, fourth is ethical, and the fifth is mystical or religious proof. Hey, thanks for watching. And so like I said in the beginning of the video, that this is an introductory video to Sankhya philosophy. In the next video, I'll talk about Prakrti and Purush. That will be a detailed idea of what the theory of Prakriti and Purush is in Sankhya philosophy. So stay tuned for more videos and please subscribe to our channel, Government Exam Web.